surprises that caught you in free agency?
I'm trying to think back now to free agency. Not necessarily surprises. I think because we can't really be surprised no more because of the market. You know what I'm saying? What the market is, I think I was a little bit surprised or not surprised when I thought about the wide receiver market, the wide receivers out there that really didn't get the money. But I don't really see necessarily no surprise now. I would say this. Not surprised because offensive line, but surprised that Trent Williams got that highest paid deal all time, seeing the injuries he went through, that size he is. I was kind of surprised for him to get to all-time greatest deal for offensive lineman. But I would say this, and the reason I was still staying tall with it is because of who's running that team. I think Lynch and Shanahan said, what we're trying to do, we need him for what we're going to try to build. And really with them making this kind of move like that, I think they might be trying to get up to get a quarterback. Because for you to go out and put that kind of money into a tackle, a left tackle, at that age, at that size and what he's been through, I think you're trying to have a foundation put in place for what you're trying to go up and get. So I wouldn't even be surprised if we see San Fran try to get up and get a quarterback. I wouldn't even be surprised.
This draft's going to be interesting. Craig, any surprises?
I don't know about surprises. Like mostly, I would have to go back. That's what I'm doing now, looking back at some of these players that got picked up. If I were to pick one, it might be like Andy Dalton to the Bears. I don't know why. I don't know if they didn't see Andy Dalton play last year or what they were doing, or they just didn't do the due diligence. This is not Andy. He didn't play like Andy Dalton of 2015 when he was in his prime, or a couple years before that anyway. When he was a real rifle. Like, he had talent around him. He has 3 good receivers and a really good running back, and he still couldn't produce.
I don't even know why people believed he was good.
I don't know, man. I believed it before. I thought he was a solid backup.
Yeah, he's a solid backup.
To be a starter, and I just don't. They were a playoff team last year, and they were like a touchdown pass away, a drop in the end zone that kind of cost them the whole game. But I don't know about Andy Dalton being there as a starter. So if I were to pick a big shot, and it's just because it's the biggest position, and the Bears went from Nick Foles and Mitch Trubisky to Andy Dalton, I think they took a step backwards. Like, I don't know why they could have signed
Mitch Trubisky.
I understand that they tried to make a trade for Russell.
They could sign Mitch Trubisky back.
And it didn't go through. Yeah. And it didn't go through like they thought. But to just say, okay, we didn't get Russell Wilson, and now we'll just go ahead and settle for Andy Dalton. To me, I don't know, man. Like, what does that tell your fans there in Chicago? To me, it just seems like you're just giving up. To me,
that's weird. That's so weird, yeah.
I think it might feel like you're selling. For your point, Craig, it might feel like you're selling because think about it. And I heard Max Kellerman and them say this today. I was looking at on YouTube. They were like, at the end of the day, however people feel, they done made the playoffs the last, 2-3 years? And matter of fact, you look at it, they was in that battle with the Saints. You talking about drop touchdown pass. You know what I'm saying? They was in that battle with the Saints. It ain't like they got blown out. When they played Philly, what was a double dunk on the field goal?
Almost be Philly. Yeah, almost be Philly.
So it's like, it ain't like they've been making the playoffs and getting blown out in the water. They've been sitting there in some close games. So what's disturbing is your quarterback position, your defense that held you down. Your defense been what's been holding you down. Your offense ain't been explosive for years. You know what I'm saying? Your defense been holding you down, but it's almost like it's almost with these moves and what they've been doing, it's almost like they're settling, they're satisfied with where they're at. It's I'm satisfied with just making it to playoffs and get beat first round. What can we do? What are we gonna do to get over the hump? It's almost like they're satisfied. It's almost like they're cool. So it's almost like you're saying, our defense can carry us to another playoff game. So I'll sit here with an Andy Dalton and don't upgrade. I'd rather get Andy Dalton and we can make the playoffs again. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs again. No. I think they're gonna be like four wins.
With this extra team, I think they might.
Not with Andy Dalton. Not with Andy Dalton.
Nope. I just don't see it.
I don't. They should have rather signed Trubisky back.
I'm gonna give you
This
reason.
time Trubisky back out of like, all right, you know what? They might have a chance. Give him a shot.
He actually played pretty well down the stretch.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna give y'all. I'm not even gonna say that's the reason. I'm gonna give you a reason though. It's not because of them. I'm gonna give you a reason because I truly believe between San Fran and Arizona, one of them gonna make the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
Between one of them two.
Yeah.
Between one of them,
they're gonna take Chicago's spot.
That knocked Chicago out to me.
Yeah, they're gonna take Chicago's spot.
And to be honest with you, I'm gonna give you a shocker though. We can go over this later. I'm gonna give you a shocker though, and y'all gonna say, huh? Depending on what's going on, I can see New Orleans taking a step back.
Yeah,
I see that
I
too.
can say it without Drew Brees, but I can say New Orleans taking a step because they lost some players defensively too.
Yeah, I could agree with
I
that.
can see them taking a step back. I don't know.
I just see the Bears taking an even bigger step back. Like they're leaping back.
They're gonna have a pick. They're gonna have a top 10 pick. Randy Dalton, quarterback. I'm telling you that right now. The defense is gonna get pissed. They're gonna be on the field.
I think they're gonna end up trading Matt. They're gonna have to end up trading somebody. They're gonna end up trading Khalil Mack, and they're gonna try to do like a start over, a rebuild for that team. I don't see him going anywhere.
Nah. Now they said they're trying to go all in. They offered Seattle the bank for Russell Wilson.
Oh God, they offered him, man, and they didn't take that. Oh my God, 3 first-round picks. And you know the Bears are not going to be good. 2 defensive or two players.
Yeah.
And then like more draft picks on man.
Yeah, they offered him a rat. So now if Deshaun Watson becomes available, maybe, but right now, Mo, Chicago gonna be 5.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know.
Well,
they have the 17.
The Texans gonna be lucky.
5 and 12.
4-13, 5 and 12.
Yeah, they're gonna be solid. They're gonna win. They're gonna be.
The Lions might have a better record than them.
Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace might go, man.
Oh, now they're gonna let Matt Nagy go, but they're gonna blame him. They're gonna let him go before the season.
They're gonna let Pace. They're gonna let Pace go too, man.
Nah, I don't know.
If you don't think they're gonna let Ryan Pace go, they're gonna let Ryan Pace go with it. They're gonna let him go. They're gonna drop him like a bad habit.
You said Sean Payton now.
No, what's his name, man?
Oh, Nagy. Yeah, Nagy can go.
No, the GM for Chicago, man.
Nah, but I'm saying Nagy might go this year, but they
have a losing record. They fired the GM for Chicago and they fired Nagy. I'm telling you. That's why they try to trade for Russell Wilson. They trying to save their jobs. Andy Dalton is gonna be. They're gonna get fired.
I'm gonna tell you
they're gonna get fired, bro.
I'm gonna tell you this though.
They're gonna clear house in Chicago.
Hey, if Wisney don't, and just talking about us in general, if Wisney don't make the playoffs, I think he gone this year.
Who?
Coach from Miami.
Flores?
Yeah, they ain't gonna do it. No, yeah, okay, yeah, okay.
He was 10 and 6.
No, you know how
they gonna go that hard.
Yeah, okay. You know how they do us. Yeah, okay.
I think the players like him down there. I think
he's gonna be good.
A lot of times though.
I think his job is safe. I think
he's good. Yeah, I think
job safe. You not made playoffs 2 straight years, and
he was 10 and 6 last year. They're gonna be straight.
All right.
Especially they get Deshaun.
That's gonna make it even worse.
Oh man. My surprise with free agency was number 1, Trent Williams getting the bag. Okay, but my surprise in free agency this year was like how everybody was gonna do like a run on quarterbacks, and it was just weird. It was just like because the quarterback class was weak. And the receiver class was the deepest, and it took them the longest to get signed. And everybody was shocked by the Patriots.
James, from quarterback,
offensive linemen got paid. A lot of offensive linemen got paid, man.
Oh, absolutely.
That Green Bay, the center from Green Bay, got paid. Oh, one more thing. Shout out to the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns has got some really good free agents. They got 2 of the Rams defensive players. They got a corner from the Rams, and then they got their Rams safety. Cleveland, they doing something in Cleveland, man. It's the AFC's getting a little bit more competitive, man. They're getting more competitive. Now the NFC is always like ultra competitive. And the AFC will be like, you got time.
You gotta look at it. In the AFC. In the AFC, you had what? I think what's name make it? Who didn't make it?
What in the AFC?
Yeah, who
didn't make it?
Yeah, somebody had 11 wins and didn't go.
Miami had 10. Miami's 10.
Yeah, Miami had 10 and go.
So that's big because usually the AFC is not that competitive as the NFC.
You look at it. Baltimore had to go on. Baltimore had to pretty much win their last 6 games to go and get to 10, 11 wins or tiebreakers.
That division is going to be tough, but I think Pittsburgh. We say that about Pittsburgh every year, but they consistently make them. They like San Antonio Spurs, man. They always find a way to the playoffs.
Just find a way to get in.
They always find a way to get in. They do, even though I'm like, I don't even know if I'll pick them this year, but they're gonna end up getting in. I'm like, damn it.
like you almost rather just say bump it and not even bet money on them not making playoffs. Like you wouldn't even put your money up. Like, do I really do this?
Shit.